Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV and to something a little different today. I've got an 8v8 match played on a map I'm not sure the name of. 8 horses. I'm gonna do my best to keep up with the action. I don't normally cast 8v8s, so just bear with me. Let's introduce our blue team. Spawning as the blue pieces, we have the team leader InDaClub. Just above him is XTA Apex with Big Dolphy just below him. Nice to have a pocket Dolphy. New Cat, JBP, Snoopa, and Blob's daughter. I think that's kind of funny. Did I miss Blob's son? What is this? Oh, there's Blob's son. Okay, yeah, they're on the same team. That makes a lot of sense. Blob claim. And then for the red team, I'm not sure who this is. Co-op my Janice. I tried checking the leaderboard to see if I could figure out who that was. Couldn't quite figure it out, but really high up there, 52 true speed. You have Shoddy below here. I don't know what to say about Shoddy. Libble, Neza, which someone renamed themselves to Neza with an E. I think this is the right Neza, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out. And Flip Golf. And finally Blackwater below everyone. So fairly high rated team. And this is 8 horses. I like the water on this map. I actually played a game on this map just this week, so there's a good amount of reclaim. As we can see, got the transport meta going on, so Apex already sold one of those transports. Two-man Dolphy here, who's going straight to mid and getting a core sub. So I guess he's got the medal for that. Con ship coming out here, expanding in the bay. Just going to be a casual observer to this game. Got a lot of ticks coming out. I think I'm going to try and keep my eye maybe actually on a couple players here. So I know Neza's one to watch out for. He's quite the eco player. InDaClub is just solid all around, I'd say. Yeah, he knows what to do. Dolphy getting to the island here. Around the same time as Dolphy, his transport goes down and this fighter is still in the air. So Blackwater is hunting for another transport if he can. I'd like to see a scout with that. Oh, it's his StarDom. Co-op my Janice is StarDom? That makes a lot of sense. I don't see him on the leaderboard right now. Oh, no, there he is. Okay, never mind. I don't know who Co-op my Janice is, but maybe y'all can tell me. StarDom is on this team. How did I miss this? Jeez Louise. It's kind of early, guys. Sorry about that. 6:52 a.m. StarDom's down here. I missed it, Blackwater. The same thing happened over here. I thought Blob's daughter was the last player. There's still one more player to go, so same thing happened on this side of the map. Already a couple of Janice out here for Blackwater. That's pretty interesting. Just made 3 blitzes right into Janice production. I'd feel really pressured to make a few extra scouts, a few extra blitzes with this grunt player, but the map is fairly laney, so guess it works out. Look at InDaClub here. Really forward grunt position here. Love to see that. Idle commander at the moment, but nevertheless, he's on that main island, so pretty good to see. Dolphy and Shoddy vying for a pretty valuable part of the map. There's a lot of mexes in this area here. Not to mention just the strategic location. So, what is the range on this? 500 range to 500 range. So if I'm not mistaken, you can just attack right outside of, or like, you can hit these torp launchers without them hitting your sub. So, oh, that was great control here from Shoddy, getting a couple of frigate shots off on that commander. So co-op my Janice. It's got this great forward lab here. It's already got a con turret out. His Geo's already made. Making anti-air tower. This is a pretty cool build, actually. Same for InDaClub. He's just almost got his Geo done. About 50% done. Kind of stalling at the moment. See, classic 8v8 lane versus lane going down here. I mean, just the most riveting thing. StarDom going for these water mexes. That's a great catch. Really can get the leg up on your opponent with the extra income there. Playing these so-called poverty situations, right? Look at these Janus versus Janus. How did these players even control this? Blackwater's down quite a bit on HP here, but a couple of Janus shots are going. Friendly fire even gonna get the kill. That was really unfortunate. Finally see these red and blue players heading off. Interesting how they ended up in the same lane here. Maybe that's just like the stronger position, or you're just below your air player, just above the Navy. So put the strongest player there. Big Dolphy and Shoddy still dueling here on the top side. Neza's looking for an opponent. He can just walk his commander right into mid here and cap these mexes. He's gonna put a raider up on the high ground first. Hear a lot of shots going off. We're gonna see a 2v1 here in a moment. I think Dolphy's commander is dead. Shoddy's not gonna give it to him. Both commanders go down. Dolphy had another commander ready though? I'm not sure whose comm that is, but he was definitely given it. And D-gun this one, please? Can't D-gun underwater? You got a D-gun below the water. I'm not sure what the command is for that. Oh, my Janus. Comm bombing his opponent, perhaps? No, he's just getting to the front line. That is a lot of grunts here. Single Janus, 2 Janus, 3 Janus should keep those away. Kind of getting scary there. Shoddy roasting his roasting his teammates. You better be careful, man. You might get reported. Snoop is trying to get a Dragon's Claw up, just a absolute scumbag. Making such a terrible structure. How's this battle going down here, down south? Did commanders die at all? Where is StarDom's comm? Both those commanders died? Sorry, I must have missed that somehow. I didn't hear the explosions. Take a look back at this top theater here, how this Navy battle is shaping up. Quite a few frigs, and I see a couple of Destros here versus each other. Dolphy was playing really greedy, trying to get this forward lab up, who's got a destroyer almost halfway done. The commander's sitting here repairing his units. Great to see. Nothing going on in the main base. InDaClub is getting the advantage here somehow. Rocket bots versus tanks. Maybe he's just really good with a micro here. Let's check out how he's doing this. So stepping back every time these tanks move forward, getting repair off, creeping LLTs. Yeah, taking out a couple of tanks there with these pot shots on the rockets. That's pretty cool. Finally see Neza making his way to the center. The right team, blue team, seems to kind of have neglected this position. Snoop has got a forward lab as well. StarDom seems to have pretty handedly won his lane. He's got quite the economic advantage over his opponent at the moment. Caught my Janus pulling back with his commander. I'm not sure why. He really should keep that there for the repair. Maybe there's a run by happening? Oh, there is. All of these grunts. This is pretty classic InDaClub. He really looks for these kinds of run bys. Trying to get a couple more cons here for our red player, but his main base is totally gone, and I don't think InDaClub's done getting damage yet. This is really unfortunate. Look at all these construction turrets that are about to go down. Gunship's desperately trying to get rid of those grunts there. And in the middle, another commander's gonna go down. JBK, better be careful. Dodges one of those Janus shots. Snoop's lane's getting pushed, so it seems like right is blue team's winning the top side. Red team's winning bot. You know, Blackwater and Golf and StarDom all pushing in here, forcing the right team to retreat. Big Dolphy won his lane here. Shoddy left the game. What? I can say some not nice things because I'm not in the game, right? But gotta keep playing. You gotta stay in there. I know I'm guilty of this myself. I'm sure I've left some games too early, but got another player leave on the blue team as well. I'm not sure who left. Oh, I guess the top player left. Dolphy is now assumed the air position. And after handedly winning Seam C, he's going to come in here, clean up these mexes. It's quite a bit of reclaim here for our purple player. Maybe he'd be the first one to go T2. Trying to follow the action here. Blackwater captured his opponent's forward lab. Pretty cool to see. Gave it to StarDom. Any teching as of yet? Yeah, okay, so Neza is T2, classic. Co-op's in his Co-op's trying to rebuild some of his like eco from earlier. Kind of fortunately for him, he ended up getting the eco from Shoddy, but I don't think that's going to be in the water too much longer. Dolphy is just to kind of finish wrapping up this battle up here. Classic AVA drama. It's kind of hard to hang with the boys. 23 OS, kind of suspect, but I haven't seen all the matches here. What is going on in this game? The medium tanks out of here from StarDom. He's just pumping these out of the factory. Pushing in really hard to blow up Stoddard here, who's getting a lot of grunts out. Somehow has the economy for this. But it's just a matter of time. These tanks are going to be tough to stop here on this grunt tech, so even more pressure here from Blackwater. Newcat trying to come down, help out his opponent, or teammate rather. And T2 out for InDaClub. He's got these T2 bots going down. He's attacking with these fiends here. A couple of them are going to go down. I got some nice mines out here for Blob. He's getting shelled now from Navy from behind, so metal storage is going to go down. This Overwatch turret's vulnerable. All these construction turrets, so not a good place to be. Somehow the right side team got control of mid here. Perhaps that was Neza attacking here. He's on T2. He's working on his third T2 megs. Not sure he's distributed mexes or T2 cons to his teammates quite yet. Dolphy's finally moving in. He's gonna take out the rest of this economy. 5 destroyers. Well, actually, excuse me, 7 destroyers. 54 kills for between the 5 of them. Some reclaim going on up here. A little bit AFK from our purple player. I wonder if he's like working up a transition right now. Yeah, and we see that seaplanes. Seaplane factory's down. They're kind of like a T1.5 transition. Blackwater's commander somehow find himself stuck between a rock and a hard place. Looks like between fiends coming out of one factory. Just keep walking towards the factory. You can just get it, degun it, but it was down in the safe location. I guess that twin guard was kind of keeping him from advancing forward. But I see on the minimap there, blue finally made the play against red's base, getting that cleaned up. But here on the bottom right side, StarDom has taken out one of these players, and this advanced Geo is at risk. How does this interaction at work? Does he know that commander's there? Sees the radar signature. Sees the light from the commander. That's kind of funny. Commander goes down. Kind of a desperate attempt there, so let's take a zoom out and see where this game is actually at. Somehow Neza's whole bases? Oh, this is on, I'm on player view. Sorry about that. So the air player and like the highest rated player for Team Red is gone. Team Blue is losing. The opposite though. StarDom moved up. It's got Golf's commander in here. Right side is gonna lose. All these like bottom players. Do they leave the Geo though? That's huge. I mean, it's almost done. Players desperately trying to funnel money into their teammates here. Dolphy is doing an okay job. He's beefing. Yeah, he's, excuse me, fortifying these positions here. He's got his seaplanes out. Maybe gonna finish the job here. Pink's retreating his build power. He's gonna find like a, you know, refugee style. Both these commanders here doing a great job of sucking up this reclaim. And the paralyzer drones show up. Is there any anti-air in this army? I don't think so. Maybe able to clean this up and... Yeah, please kill this. Does that really work? Barely any health. So please capture this. Don't degun it. What is he gonna do? Okay, so he self-stees the mexes here. Control the it. I think it's gonna go down. Goes down. Doesn't quite kill the commander though. About half HP. That's interesting. But you really have to take that out. That was a strong play. So where is this game at? Dolphy's moving in with his bombers here. Seaplane gunships. Are these actually good? It's not going to fly them into anti-air, so it's a great start. InDaClub's got a great position here. He's got center part of the map. As soon as I say that, his commander dies. But he's got just so many T2 units out here. Great position, good economy. Feeling pretty safe. Got the T2 Geo out, so he's in a great position. Nez has gone T2 as well. Has got a lot of flak here to deal with the strong airplay from our man, Dolphy here. Who's down to the last column, actually? I can't quite tell. See, one commander for the team on the left. Last desperate play from our air player who's going up against undefended cutlasses. This is a great play here. It's going to force Dolphy back with these gunships. You can see these fighters actually take a couple of shots to deal with those gunships. It's pretty cool. It's like StarDom's making a play, perhaps. Still on this medium tank tech. What about this main base? He must have been given a T2 con from Neza here. He's working on his fusion reactor. He's got some advanced metal extractors completed. Got some bulls and lightning tanks trying to deal with all of these fiends here. Just moving in, dealing all of that splash damage. That was a great little pickup there, actually. Nice little T2 army running around here for our man Neza. InDaClub's desperately trying to protect his allies here. He's got some of these welders out. How do these fare against these medium tanks, actually? I haven't seen this. Don't do too much damage against those T2 tanks. And this factory is going to go down. The rest of this economy is going to go down. So Neza seems seemingly the last commander on his team. Dolphy's got 2 comms. So it's going to be hard to win this game. From, like, sniping comms, right? It's advanced Geo is just up on the hill, completely vulnerable. It's actually not even quite done. It just started. So how is Neza going to deal with this T2 InDaClub with a pocket Dolphy behind him? Okay, so NewCat is just working on building himself back up into the game. His base was pretty much completely destroyed. I see he's got some defenses here. StarDom has just won the entire right side. JBP somehow is rebuilding his place just underneath his nose. Trying to get back into the game. A lot of metal sitting there, but what is going on the left side of the map? Dolphy has to be cooking up something. No production quite yet. Trying to work on some title generators. So much T2 here for our boy InDaClub. Is it 28 Fiends? 7 Sheldons. Quite the T2 army. What do we have here as far as army goes from our right side? 10 lightning tanks, 4 bulls, okay. Got some bulls over here with some anti-air, but that is a lot of paralyzer drones. And InDaClub's giving his opponents some time to get back into this game. I think I like Blue's position here a lot better. They've got the top side of the map. They've got Navy on lock and some air. Compared to, as soon as I say that, I see T2 air from StarDom coming out on the map. So already worked himself up to stilettos, EMP bombers. Paralyzer drones just get shredded by this T2 anti-air bot, but NewCat's going to step forward and maybe degun these bulls. That would have been a great trade to come up here and really pressure the main base of InDaClub. So great job there. Snoop is still in the game here, microing these units. I'd love to see it instead of leaving. I mean, his base has been destroyed, but you can definitely give your teammates some units here. Dolphy's trying to be slick and come in here with his commander, but I think that might cost him. Huge G-gun goes off. Takes out a lot of stuff here, but really removing that threat from the game and getting the commanders a little even here. 1 to 4 isn't as hard to deal with. A lot of res bots coming out of here from Gauf. Got his own T2 Geo finished. So despite what his position seemingly looks like, he's got the T2 Geo. This is a great target for some EMPs. Can deal with all of these Sheldons pretty swiftly. Meanwhile, Blue is making a play for bottom right. Where is the air for... Oh, there it is. I'm just looking right at it. So finally, the T2 air is going to be revealed. I'm going to slow down this while some units get into play. Yeah, more commitment here from air. I like to see this. You really got to abuse this. There's some T1 fighters out here for Dolphy. 30 fighters. These Halyuans... Nez is going to come down here, help defend his teammate. Fighters versus fighters here. A lot of bombers being made. I'm not sure what they're going to be even attacking here. Going to get one bombing run off. Gets a couple of fiends damaged here. Maybe pull back. He's revealed this huge group of bombers here. So, I mean, he can do a great job helping to clean this up, but... I mean, there's some juicy targets over here for that many bombers, and is that a demon's almost done? Okay. So T3 almost finished. There's a demon already out here on the map. 2 demons out on the map. I hear another commander go down. I think that might have been... Not sure what that was. Still 1 to 4. But there's couple of demons out here, and how is the team on the right going to deal with this? It just comes in and shreds everything. Look at this damage. 24 kills on this already. These T2 tanks are desperately trying to get rid of this, but demon's pretty strong, man. I like to see these EMP bombers come and try and deal with that. Even these gunships, I mean, could help deal with it. Nez's commander comes up, deguns it. Pretty classic. Kind of missed that there for a second, but there's a couple more that are coming in that, I mean, this full health demon is right next to the main base. How are you going to deal with this? Need some EMP bombers out. T2 bots kind of get cleaned up here, but you didn't deal with the T3 bots. They're just walking their way into the main base here, flaming everything. Gunships show up, but I mean, they're just kind of tickling this unit. First bombing run takes out quite a bit of HP, but okay. So 2 bombing runs, it's down below 30%, but this Geo is going to go down, and looks like the left team tops out here, so that's a pretty interesting game. If you all like this kind of content here, like these kinds of broadcasts, I don't do the 8v8s too much. But that was enjoyable. That was a pretty fun game to see, or how these different players approach their positions or matchups. Interesting that the transport meta is kind of developing at the start of the game. Been seeing that go on for quite a while there. And yeah, thank you InDaClub for sending me this replay. If you guys want to see your own replays casted, you can email them to me. barcasttv@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. See you guys in the next cast.